Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another ATD video. This one's going to be a bit different than the other ones. It's going to jump around different timelines. Right now, the first clip is going to be current timeline. The next one's going to be 3 or 4 months ago, I think at this point. Maybe closer to 3. Second one is going to be getting the dash disassembled, the second dash. I'll explain the video, but I went to a junkyard and picked up a second dash because I needed the indicator light. This one's trash, so. And I got all the other accessory, the idiot lights for that. You can see this one's just absolutely hashed. This wasn't the one that came out of this car. So I got some spare parts for the dash. I got it for like 200 bucks, something like that. I don't remember, but I took the radio out actually. Or the radio was already out, but I didn't need it. Anyway, so they didn't charge me any more money on that. But I got the wiper washer switch, which everything that's missing, other than the radio, I have. So yeah, I got new glass, new dash or cluster, the speedometer, whatever you want to call it. So that was pretty cool. This switch alone is like 100 bucks. If you got a reproduction one, for whatever reason, it's like $80. So I don't know. It seemed like I don't know. I was there. I didn't want to wait anymore. You can just kind of see how messed up this was sitting out in the rain. The car didn't have a windshield. It was all smashed up. So took the dash out. Got some extra parts, which I'm okay with because these things are fragile anyway. Didn't think it'd hurt to have extra parts or anything. I can swap the lenses around, like where you see the speedometer. You can take those off and swap those. I already took mine off and cleaned it, but it's super faded. It must have been pointed at the sun. I've already tried. I think I tried 3 different times to get the corrosion off the plastic. I mean, it's gotten better. But it's not as clear as this one is, surprisingly. So I'll swap those around after I clean it too. But you'll see in the video, I go through all that. I guess I've never made a video on these yet since we're putting all the parts in. I did get a new front bumper assembly and rear bumper, which is over there in the corner where it won't get damaged. But this one is just about flawless, other than a couple just regular driving dents you would have in it. The valence is then it's very slightly there, and there it looks like they set it on something because it's just about even on both sides. So got a new valence and bumper. My bumper is fine, but the valence, as you can see, it's still in there, just a twisted piece of metal. So got a new bumper. I haven't polished it yet, so this is the worst it's going to look, but it doesn't look bad by any means. But we'll see what we can make it look like when the time comes. And then the rear bumper, let me get that out of the corner so I can get a good look at it. All right, here's a look at the rear bumper. This one was actually plastic wrapped. This came from the same guy. You can see me in the mirror off the Impala case. That's a pretty cool case I got. This was wrapped in plastic. Granted, it hasn't been polished either. You kind of see there. Another really great bumper. No dents in this one, surprisingly. I think there might be one. Yeah, there's one right there, but it's very minor. You can see where the black's wrapping around. But other than that, that's it. This thing is schwick. Just gotta polish it up. You can see there's the plastic wrap still on the bumper. So I'm actually kind of annoyed because I just bought new lights, taillight lenses, because mine, the silver in them was rubbed off. We're just gone because of the ages. And these ones are like, they're good original quality ones. The one I bought are better. They're new old stock, but these ones are really good. But yeah, I got these, gosh, when did I get these? Like early summer, I think, is when I ended up getting these bumpers. They've just been, I'm sure you've seen them in the background, just kind of chilling. But yeah, really good condition bumpers. Got them for actually really cheap. I don't remember what I paid for them. I think I got maybe both of them for I don't know, I wouldn't say cheap, but like, I can check. Maybe I'll put a thing up in the video. I'm gonna guess I paid $300, and that's max. I think it was more like $250, or maybe it was, I don't know. It was somewhere around there. Not a bad deal yet. I say yet, it's been almost, no, it's been a long time. But they're pretty much, it's about as good as you can get for local. I got these in Idaho. I actually went to the same guy because he had a bunch, he had 3 other Impalas in his yard that I wanted parts for. And I messaged him later when I needed a new fender when I was doing body work. And I was like, hey, you got those cars? He said, nope, just sold the last one. I was like, God damn it. But anyway, that's the bumpers. Don't really want to get them out, but I'll just leave that one. Actually, I'm going to spin it again because that's up on this foam pad. It wants to fall over. But they're just sitting here waiting to be polished up and put on. I didn't ever put them on the car when I got them because I already had it disassembled and everything. So I was like, it's not worth it. But that's the bumpers. Let's get on to the other thing I got. All right, so come around here. I got this a month or 2 ago, like I said. This is the last kind of thing I'm going to mention in this video, but got a new door. This came off a 69 Impala over in Twisp, Washington. It was a fun drive over there. My aunt lives over there, so it was a normal drive. But this door is super straight, other than the little lip that they kind of have in them. I don't think the Chevelles don't have this little lip, at least that I'm aware of. You kind of see it. This isn't a good example, but there's kind of like a little bubble on the rear and front wheel arches. This kind of extends off to the fender, and then it kind of wraps back. But this door is pretty darn good. Can't really move it with one hand. You can see there's like a key imprint and something there. So I don't know. It was a company owner's car, like a locksmith / I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Should hopefully clean up. It's a little crummy, but I don't think we'll worry about that. This still has the trim holes in it. I'm gonna fill those in. I'm not gonna use the trim on that just because all the trim on mine is already filled up, and it would be a pain in the ass to try and re-add it. Comes with the mirror. Actually, something chipped my mirror in the process of doing something. I don't know what, but I looked at it and there's a little chip around here on mine. So I got a new OEM mirror, as far as I'm aware. Let me flip this over and I'll show you guys the other side. Here's the other side. The 69 interior is a bit different than the 70. This little fake wood grain stuff is vertical, I think, around here on the 70. And this is more like a gold color, I would say. I'm not really sure. But it's not the same as the saddle. I don't know what they call this. It's a different kind of, it looks really close up until you put the door panels together, which we'll do. But yeah, wood grain might be in good quality. I'm not sure. That Impala logo is pretty cool though. Might keep that. But that's the other side of the door. All right, so on this little model Impala that Joey bought me for my birthday earlier this year, or was it last year? I think it was last year. Anyway, you can see the bulges on the quarter panel there on the rear. There, you can get a good view of it there. And on the front, it kind of goes into the fender. Now, the last time I checked, the Chevelle didn't have these little lines, these body lines, at least on the door and the fender. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So that's what I probably got to try and find 70 parts. That's why this door was important, because this one, there's a big dent. I don't think you can see it. There's a big like dent and a crease that kind of messes with the door there. It's really hard to see on camera, but there's a big ass crease there. I didn't ever bother continuing to unbondo this. I was just kind of like, I'm just gonna leave it. You can kind of see where it wood, but this is just, there's so many low spots in here. Not quite sure what happened. Same thing with this quarter. A bunch of little interesting low spots. Those don't really matter. You can obviously fill that with Bondo and it's fine. But yeah, the door is kind of wonky. You'll be able to see there. So ended up just getting a new one. Like I said, this one, decent price. I don't remember how much. I think $100 for this. Comes with the glass, mirror, body panel, or the door panel, the inside. So good price for this, honestly. All right, so I was in Spokane today, or I guess I was in Sandpoint today, and drove by a Pull and Save in Mead and found me a new instrument cluster. And I didn't take a video pulling my other one apart, so I figured I'd kind of show it here. I needed this left turn signal was all I needed on mine. It was there was a hole punched through it. So yeah, basically just got this whole thing. It was just laying in the car. I undid one ground wire and that was it. It was pretty simple. So I got pretty lucky. Somebody else did all the hard work of taking it out, but because somebody else did the hard work, it's all cracked. This housing is junk, you can see. So mine's perfectly fine. Mine has a little crack, I think around here. That is, I already fixed it, and you honestly can't even tell it's there. So just gonna use this for parts. Got a new wiper washer thing. Actually new, but I got a wiper washer thing, speedometer, the Prindle, and unfortunately it doesn't have a clock. I kind of want mine to have a clock, or I think if I can't get a clock or something, I think I want to put a tack there. I think that'd be pretty cool. But it's got the fuel gauge. It's basically all complete. The radio was there, but I didn't take the radio. Mine doesn't work. I kind of assumed that one didn't work, so it was all kind of just laying out in the sun and the rain. But anyway, there's these fake squares here. This one is a fake one. There's a fake one on this corner, a fake one here, a fake one here, and another one over here that I started pulling this. I took all these squares out and was like, I should make a video on that. And this one actually got stuck in there, so I actually can't really get it out. So I'm not worried about that one. And then you need a 1/4 inch ratchet. I'll call this one the chode. So I got the chode. And there's like a little notch you can see on the sides. You just take a key. If you're not sure what side, doesn't matter. If you just hit it like this, it won't break anything. But just hit it like this. I'm gonna put these on backwards. What's going on? You kind of got to be rough with it, but that'll just come out like that. Probably use a pick. I'm just gonna see that one, not easy. You just pull them out. Same thing with this one. Boom. So I guess that one was just in there pretty good. That's all these are, these little black squares. Now I'm going to take off all these 1/4 inch screws here. Just get all those out. This piece will just lift off, if I remember right. Oh, I already blew a square. I'm doing this from my own side because I don't really know if you can take this off or you have to take the rear bezel off first. That way I know on another car if I have to take the dash off again. Okay, perfect. Looks like it's just gonna come off. Just the screws are being a nuisance. Oh yeah, that one's shattered. That's okay, I didn't need that one. I gotta be really careful then if that one's gonna shatter. Would you just come out? There you go. There it goes. Perfect. Nice. It is perfectly intact. That's what I'm after right there. Turn signal. This one, left one, unfortunately, its time has come. Maybe not. I didn't see that it fell down here. I thought it just shattered. Oh yeah. She's still alive. I just wouldn't touch it. Okay. It is really cracked behind it. If I had a light, I would show you, but I don't. Now, this is another fragile thing you don't really want to touch. Don't touch the letters back here. On mine, I wiped them down with a wet rag, and they just came off. I don't know if you saw that at all, but the letters on the back right there are very sensitive, at least mine were. And I wiped it with a rag, and the letter just fell out from inside, but it left like its coating on there. So you actually can't even tell that it's broken, but very gentle with that. Actually, you gotta set it upside down off on the side so it doesn't touch it. Do these two? It looks like it. Can't remember honestly. Yep, gotta do these as well up here. I think that is everything. Yep. Pulls right off of there. See, the other one had 68,000 miles on it. Probably 168. I'm just broken on that side completely. Well, this one's given up, which is a good thing. Can I get it to give up over here now? I'll try the chode again. There it goes. Guess that's the method. This switch, if I was to buy it new, last I checked, which was spring, very early spring, if not still wintertime, was $100, brand new, like an aftermarket one. So, if mine ever goes bad, assuming this one works, I'll have a spare. And mine has the knob. As you can see, this thing works. Actually moves pretty decent for being left. You should have seen it. It was like literally like on the hood, almost sitting outside. So the chrome in mine, or the black piece in mine, is gone. This one still has it. So this one might be in better condition as mine is, as far as originality goes. I don't think I'm gonna bother taking this out. I already have a new one. Yeah, because you need a flat screwdriver to get that out, and I don't really feel like doing that. So I'm gonna leave this in here for now until I think I need it. I guess that's it. It was just that switch. Yeah. I might keep the cigarette lighter because I think mine might. Well, I can just order a new one. I'll take this off, but I probably won't use it. All right, got it out in the light so you can kind of see it better. But let's go and we got spray away instead of Windex. Well, mainly because I couldn't find Windex. But this should do just fine. Probably way too much. Doesn't look that yellowed, surprisingly, seeing as the conditions it was in. Just need to take the glass off. It's a little It's a little stained once you get it in the light, but it's not bad. I don't think I would actually touch this one if I was going to use it, and I still might. How you would take these off, I did it on mine. I can show you guys if you want to, if anybody's actually following this. These studs, or there's a stud, a dimple, stud. This is basically these studs, and they melted them down when they put this all together, and that's what holds this on. So you just unmelt, well, you continue to melt until you remove these studs. Like this one's kind of gone over here, so it wants to flop around, and that one's actually broken over there. You just melt these studs off, and this whole glass will pop out, and then you can clean in behind there. And then on mine, I actually went and flattened them out again. I'll show you what I did, and I put screws actually. I drilled a little hole and then put like a wood screw type thing, or a metal screw, whatever you want to say, a self-tapping screw, whatever. I don't know. I put a screw in it, and then a rubber O-ring, and that's how I'm holding it on, so it won't crack it. They're not tight at all. It's just in there as good as, a little better than that. So I can show you that in a second. That's how you would. This one's tricky right here because it's really close in there. But you can get the plastic over here because you're not going to see it. Anyway, let's clean up the wood grain metal piece thing. We'll see how that looks, and then we'll stick all these next to each other and kind of compare them. See how they look. There's some like lint coming out on the fuel gauge over there. Alright, so I figured I'd show you how to take off these little light cards, I'm gonna call them. You gotta be very gentle with them, like very gentle. This one I had to work a little bit. You just kind of just keep pushing like this, and it'll kind of break free. Kind of gotta do it on both sides. I didn't get it fully out though. I got it to about here. Yeah, it's kind of hanging up right there. And then back here, this tab is actually holding it. So if you kind of slide something, yeah, it's going to try and break it off. It is just very tedious, and you can't get anything on the side in there. I think on mine I just started pulling on it, unfortunately. There it goes. There it goes. Just just got into there and kind of pried up on it like that. Got them off. So those guys to the side. And we got the bright light. I'm gonna do the same thing. If you have a pick, that would also probably work, but I didn't feel like running out to the garage. So I'm just gonna use this teeny tiny. You can see there's a crack in this one starting. There it goes. Let me see if this one's good still. Yep, it's still good. You can't tell it's cracked. You guys can't see it, but I can. Now, basically, this is I'm practicing for this one because I can't crack this one. I have no option. Yep. That one there. Gin light. That'll get out easy. Alright, moment of truth. Gotta get this one out. Start on this side since the tabs are over here. kind of a mix between push with your finger and use whatever tool you got. Try and get it to come up on this side a little. You can see a crack where it wants to. Okay, there's that one. There we go, I think I got it. No, it just flipped the plastic actually. Bink! Yay. It is only slightly cracked, but that's as good as I'm gonna get. Ain't getting any better than that. If I can find one later on down the road, and this is an LED, I'm not gonna see that crack with the regular bulb behind it. So, whew, got that out of there. Alright, so these, got everything laid out here. This is the cluster off my car. There's the one I just got today. They're about the same in terms of quality. This one's chrome back there is chipped. Mine's not. Mine's actually, the background of mine's probably the ideal one to use. See where it doesn't reflect right there, but anyway, I got spare parts there. Like I was saying, this was the arrow I was missing. I cleaned up all the rest of these. This is the bottom one. This is the one I cleaned up. That one I haven't really cleaned it yet. You can't see the light, it goes a lot better through it. But it had this weird area right here, but that one hides in the dash actually right down in here, and you can't even see that. But I'll clean this one up too and see. But if you look really closely, my letters, you really can't even tell. Oh yeah, look at the R. When the light goes right on the R, you see how there's like a little chunk in the middle of it? Well, it's supposed to look like this one all the way through. That's the same thing on the part too. The P is still there, and this one, all of it's there. And that just fell off, so hopefully I can make this one look good. I'll put this one back in, but I tested it. You can't even tell that these letters, like, as soon as I take the light away, it looks fine. Sort of. This one's a bit more pronounced up there. So I'll probably try and get this one in there. This is the dash. Actually, this thing cleaned up really well compared to the old one or the other one. But really, all I did was spray the spray away interior detailer on this thing, and it just cleaned right up. Like, it was insane. But yeah, this was the switch I was talking about. And this one's nice and black in the center. And that one's kind of scratched off, but I don't really care. If this one works, great. I mean, I know this one works, but I'll have either or. I'm not really picky. You're not going to notice that, and it's just going to wear away too as you use it. And the background of it's in good shape too. These, I guess I'll have to choose what one I want. They both have their imperfections, and they're both about the same as far as imperfections, but they're different colors. This is the one that I got today, and this is the one that came off the car. So I guess I can choose what one I want. Kind of interesting, they're both different colors. One of them might be aftermarket, because the aftermarket ones I saw were a little bit darker, like this one, but I don't know. And also just might be the interior was different on this car here. This one's more of a what was the color code they called it? Saddle. This is a saddle, and this one was kind of like a beige, like whitey kind of color. Even the wood pattern's different. That's kind of interesting. Oh, this one looks more like wood to me. More like old wood. This is like new stained type wood. So I don't know. We'll see what happens when the time comes. But a couple imperfections there. Actually, look at mine was probably that color. As you can see right there, mine was just stained. Or not stained, but what do you call it? I'm gonna call it sun-dried. Faded. Mine's probably just super faded. Huh, that's interesting. So this one's in good shape. This one isn't, but I kind of leaning more towards this color, to be honest. I don't know why. I just kind of like the look of it a bit better. Then this was the green. This is what gives it the green shade. You can see this one's just, you couldn't get a better one. All I did was just rinse this off in water and just wiped it down. This folds open. I'm not going to open it, but basically it's perfect. Little white holes go right in there and just kind of reflects off in there. Anyway, that is my Impala dash collection in my room. So yeah, so sitting here editing that last clip on my computer. Realized it from an outro, so here it is. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, click like button. Sorry this was kind of jump around video. These were taking up space in the drive. I figured I'd at least share them with you guys. Thought maybe fairly interesting. But next video should be pretty interesting actually, whether it's working on the Impala or not. But pretty sure I get a good idea of what it is. And I might be able to give you guys a hint real quick. It's actually sitting on my doorstep. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and have a good one. Peace. Here's a glimpse of what it might be.